Forecast coming right up.
Plus, firefighters in Pasco deal with a tricky situation when a fire breaks out at a business that has flammable gases. And one day into a special session of the state legislature, lawmakers have hammered out the state's drug possession policy. Good Morning Northwest continues right now.
From Camp KVUE Local News, this is Good Morning Northwest.
Good morning and thank you for joining us. I'm Jill Sperling.
I'm Jason Valentine. We've made it to Wednesday, Jill.
Yes, we have.
Oh, I'm so happy about that. So midweek is here. And again, we've seen temperatures mid to upper 80s for the past couple of days, but the humidity definitely rose last night into this morning. So we're seeing a little bit of fog in areas, even in the Tri-Cities. Let's take a look outside. You can see visibility is hampered a bit in the Tri-Cities region, but we have some pretty thick fog to talk about in Toppenish, Connell, and even in Prosser. So keep an eye out for that. Give yourself a little extra time. And we are looking very nice, though, and that sunshine today or this morning is going to burn off that fog as we start to get warmer in the next couple of hours. We just have a bit of shower activity to the south of our areas. Other than that, we are looking dry, and we expect to be staying dry. If we have a little bit of shower activity coming to the upper elevations of the Blues and the Cascades. If any of that breaks through, we could see just a quick spritz or two. But besides that, looking very nice and more sunshine expected today. Mid to upper 80s for all of our areas, if not lower 90s, right around that 90-degree mark. So pretty much on par with what we saw Monday and Tuesday temperature-wise, but more sunshine today. Just got to burn that fog off in those places, and we'll have a pretty nice Wednesday ahead. And warmer conditions start tomorrow or Friday, depending on where you're at, for a very hot Friday and Saturday ahead. I'll get you ready for that and that cool down coming Sunday. But for right now, I'm going to send it back to Jill.
Many fire crews responded to a fire at Oxark Inc. yesterday, a welding supply store in Pasco, after a fire broke out in an acetylene room. Gases held in the business created a hazard for crews. Pasco Fire was working with the company to shut off any gas so that crews could safely get inside and put out the fire. This was different from a typical fire due to the nature of the gas, which causes a different type of fire and smoke activity.
So even though that room is actually designed for manufacturing acetylene, there are other pipelines of other gases that run through there. That's why you keep seeing different releases. We're trying to get those vented out, so without venting them all together at the same time. So you'll keep seeing different releases of columns, and then the fire does start to kick up at different times based on heat buildup in the room and stuff. So they can't get in there and actively fight fire until we get all those gases cleared out.
Parts of A Street and Oregon Avenue were closed down, and everyone east of the fire was asked to stay indoors due to the vapors and fumes being released. We continue to track more than 100 wildfires burning in Western Canada right now. Reuters reports around 24 are still burning out of control just in Alberta. And weather conditions this week could make the situation even worse. Tens of thousands of people have had to leave their homes, and hundreds of firefighters from here in the United States are helping to try and get those fires under control. State lawmakers began a special session of the legislature yesterday on a state drug possession policy. The original law was set to expire July 1st, and lawmakers weren't able to agree on a replacement during the regular session. So Governor Inslee called them back to the Capitol to continue the work. The legislature approved a bipartisan bill that makes it a gross misdemeanor to use drugs in public or possess small amounts of drugs. If you are caught with illegal substances, the proposal says police and prosecutors should do everything they can to get you into treatment instead of sending you straight to jail. But if you don't follow the treatment program, there will be consequences. A similar proposal failed to pass the House before the end of the session. This time around, the House did pass a compromise version of the bill. Governor Inslee signed the bill within hours of the final vote. Governor Inslee also signed a series of budget bills. Those include a $59 billion two-year state operating budget that he said would help provide relief and recovery from the widespread effects of the pandemic. Inslee also signed an $11.8 billion transportation budget and a $6.3 billion state construction budget. The state construction budget includes money to build 33 new schools and to add buildings to community college campuses and behavioral health facilities around the state. The transportation budget will add jobs in highway construction. Work in Oregon's state Senate is still on hold as Republican senators once again refused to attend yesterday's floor session. Oregon's Senate committees can keep working, but without 2/3 of the lawmakers present, proposals ultimately can't advance. Republican senators said nearly 2 weeks ago they walked out to protest bills that were written with complicated language. But they're now demanding that proposals on abortion and gender-affirming care be taken off the table, and Democrats say that's not an option. Yakima Police Department started off National Police Week by remembering fallen officers, including a YPD K-9 who died last year. Cap KVU's Emily Goodell tells us it's a matter of honor and respect for the officers who've died, from the ones still putting their lives on the line.
I can tell you, after all these years, every police death, whether it's in Kentucky or New York City or Los Angeles or Yakima, you feel just a little bit of your own soul die.
245 in 2022, 4 of them from Washington State.
Donald Shahota, Dominic Kalata, Dan Rocha, Jordan Jackson. These officers were the ones who ran towards danger when everyone else was running away.
We always say we never forget, and that's what this is a reminder not to forget.
We are also gathered here to pay tribute to a very special member of our community, a brave and loyal canine, police dog Trex.
I'll admit he was not the easiest dog to train. He wanted to play more than catch bad guys.
But he still did.
Almost 300 deployments and almost 100 apprehensions of suspects.
Some tased him, lit him on fire, or hit him with a metal bar.
He still hung in there and helped us, again, reduce the amount of force we would have had to otherwise use.
Until he got sick and died in November.
Sometimes we don't realize it until we really need them, but our 2 canines get used constantly at YPD to protect our officers.
My hope is that we won't have to have an officer die for folks to remember what people are doing for them.
We just want recognition that we're out here, we do risk our lives, that we understand that there's people that don't care for us, but we also understand that the majority of people do, and that we're not looking for anything major. We just want a little bit of respect sometimes.
Please join me in a moment of silence as we remember all these officers.
In Yakima, Emily Goodell, Cap KVU, local news.
There's a new brewery open in Selah called Outskirts Brewing Company that's hoping to bring something special to the community. The owners say they've wanted to create a gathering place open to families and people of all ages, complete with a full restaurant offering burgers, steaks, and other American fare. They've also got an outdoor patio with a lawn, a bar, a tap room, and the brewery itself. They say it's designed to be first class for the working class.
We all have young families, and it's nice to be able to provide that for our community, have a place where the whole family can come and enjoy themselves and cut loose and enjoy the nature and enjoy the beauty out here.
They're located at 707 Test Drive Lane and open 11 to 10 Monday through Saturday and 11 to 9 on Sunday. Cap KVU is giving you a chance to win tickets to Saturday's Dust Devils game at Kisa Stadium. And as a bonus after the game, stick around for fireworks. To enter, click on contests at yaktrynews.com. 3 lucky viewers each get a family 4-pack of tickets to the game. We'll choose winners at random on Thursday, so enter now and good luck. Jason Valentine returns now with a look at your morning weather forecast.
Folks, we're seeing some sunshine this morning, and we expect plenty of sunshine today. But we do have changes coming this weekend. I'll get you ready for that. My first alert forecast coming right up.
Plus, a trademark war has broken out over the use of the phrase Taco Tuesday, causing one of the most recognizable fast food chains in the country to get involved.
Come shop the largest selection of RVs in the Tri-Cities at Appleway RV. Save big on Class A's, Class C's, travel trailers, toy haulers, and fifth wheels. Shop America's top brands, Rockwood, Tiffin, Newmar, Dynamax, and more. With a huge selection of pre-owned RVs. Plus, get maximum value for your trade. All with no payments for 90 days. Come shop the clearance event at Appleway RV Pasco.
Okay, I think we're all aware that most cell companies only give you the lowest price when you sign up for multiple lines.
What? Multiple lines?
Hello? Yeah, 1 sec. But US Cellular gives you just one line for $29.99 with unlimited data.
Just one line with unlimited data.
So you don't have to get more lines than you need. No, you hang up. Are you even listening, guy who never looks up from his phone?
Oh, not for me, I just say it.
Okay, so no, you're not listening.
Get one line for $29.99, plus every plan is price protected. US Cellular, built for us.
At the Blue Mountain Station Cooperative in Dayton, Washington, we offer you the Pacific Northwest's finest local products. Fresh baked goods, locally grown produce, artisan cheese, fresh roasted coffee, wine, honey, and so much more. We invite you to explore Dayton today.
Where's the most mouth-watering pizza and best salad bar in town? Well, Hubby's Pizza, of course. Order Hubby's Pizza tonight and get a large 16-inch pepperoni pizza for just $15.99. Mouth-watering yumminess. The perfect fresh dough and toppings for a quick and easy dinner. Dine in or carry out. Come acquire the Hubby's Habit, your hometown favorite for nearly 45 years.
Whether you're looking for your next houseplant, getting those spring flowers in the ground, or planting your dream garden landscape, Queensgate Gardens is the place to go. Queensgate Gardens in Richland. Let's grow together.
Homeowners, Washington is moving to renewable power. Consider an investment in green energy. Rooftop solar with Solar Power Northwest, a true one-stop shop. Solar Power Northwest, a better way to solar.
Take advantage of all the tax credits you can, including the new Washington State Working Families Tax Credit. You could get up to $1,200 back on state taxes already paid. Visit workingfamiliescredit.wa.gov.
Live with Kelly and Mark today at 9 on Cap KView.
Welcome back, everyone. Well, for many of us, it's the happiest tune on earth, especially on a Tuesday. But could it be a wrap for Taco Tuesday? Yet another legal fight is sizzling over the popular term and just who really has the right to use it. Here's ABC's Lionel Moise.
This morning, a trademark tiff is giving food lovers something to taco about. Taco Bell is asking regulators to liberate Taco Tuesday for all.
You know what it is! It's Taco Tuesday!
NBA star LeBron James, known for his Taco Tuesday spreads on Instagram, was shut down when he tried to trademark the term in 2019. A patent office said it was too common of a phrase. And Taco Bell agrees. In the petition, Taco Bell's attorneys write, Taco Bell believes Taco Tuesday is critical to everyone's Tuesday. To deprive anyone of saying Taco Tuesday, be it Taco Bell or anyone who provides tacos, is like depriving the world of sunshine itself. But here's the issue. Another chain, Wyoming-based Taco John's, has held the trademark since 1989 in 49 states.
I mean, we've been doing it for the longest, so I feel like we should own it.
Legal experts say all this taco trouble could be settled with one word: genericide.
Which is when something becomes so generic that it ceases to be able to be trademarked.
It was the taco the town when other trademarks in other industries succumbed to genericide.
Escalator and aspirin are the two big ones that come to mind. Things that have come pretty close, but I think have sort of managed to hang on to their trademark designation are Band-Aid and Xerox.
Taco John's will now have to spill the beans on how it's protecting its trademark.
So have they gone out and when they find somebody using Taco Tuesday, have they sent a cease and desist or brought a lawsuit to try and shut that use down?
And this case is just one of two filings in New Jersey, the one state not covered by Taco John's trademark. Gregory's Restaurant has laid claim to Taco Tuesday, which Taco Bell is also contesting. All right, well, coming up, an Illinois girl has been found after being allegedly abducted 6 years ago, thanks in part to a Netflix show. And I'll return with your first alert weather forecast. We're dealing with some fog in areas and plenty of sunshine as well. Folks, Good Morning Northwest returns right after this.
When great food meets delivery, people just smile. Taste and See Deli in Yakima offers delicious catering that's home cooked like family. And whether you need a dozen box lunches or 100 breakfast burritos, we've got you covered. Give us a call or stop by. Taste and See Deli.
Build your deck with Par and get everyday low prices on Trex and TimberTech composite decking. But shop now and you'll get $100 off TimberTech, Trex, and AZEK railing and accessories with qualifying purchase. Visit par.com for details.
What are you gonna build?
Time for a new roof? Let Eminent Roofing replace it with the product so good you'll never have to replace it again. All roofs come with a limited lifetime warranty. Never replace your roof again.
With the heat and wind comes roof damage. Don't wait till it's an emergency. Call today to receive 0% financing on approved credit.
So if it's time for a new roof or siding, let Eminent Roofing replace it with our certified installers.
Because when it's all said and done, this is the sign you'll want in your yard.
Welcome to the Village Bistro. We're happy you're here. I wanted to share with you some of the things we have on our menu. One of my favorite things is our lemon ricotta pancakes, topped with blueberries and powdered sugar and butter, and oh my, they are so delicious. You gotta try our 4-cheese mac and cheese or burgers. Some say they're the best in town. We love to get to know each customer that comes in, and we want you to feel like family when you're with us.
Cut your ties to the fuel pump with an all-electric vehicle from Overturf Kia. You'll find a great selection of new vehicles in stock now. Lease a 2023 Kia Niro EV Wind for $349 per month or purchase for just $41,349. Take delivery today or reserve a car that's on its way. Shop online anytime at overturfkia.com. Overturf Kia at the base of the Blue Bridge in Kennewick.
Saturday. Join Cap KView and the Tri-City Dust Devils for a night of baseball and awesome fireworks. It's the best show in town as the Vancouver Canadians play your Dust Devils, followed by fireworks. Game time 6:30 Saturday at Kisa Stadium. See you at the game.
Next Live with Kelly and Mark. Wilmer Valderrama from NCIS. Plus Chandra Wilson.
What are you waiting for? Let's go.
From Grey's Anatomy.
Today at 9 on Cap KView.
E.T. followed by Extra tonight at 7 on Cap KView. Now, Cap KView First Alert Weather with Jason Valentine.
Good Wednesday morning, everyone. Oh, we've made it to midweek. Hope you're having a good morning so far. Again, a little bit of visibility issues in the Tri-Cities area, hampered by about 5 miles of visibility. Usually the perfect is 10 miles of visibility, and we do have some fog in areas to talk about. I'll get to that in a bit. But more sunshine today, and that fog is going to burn off as we move along, as we start to warm up in our morning hours. It is looking drier, heating up tomorrow or Friday, depending on where you're at, as we're looking at much warmer conditions for Friday and our Saturday. So we are in the 50s, all the way from 50 degrees in Ellensburg up to 59 for Pendleton and Hermiston. So pretty much mid-50s to upper 50s for most of our cities. And we're going to cool down a bit before we warm up this morning. And again, a little bit cooler than we saw yesterday morning, but still we're going to be seeing temperatures pretty much on par with what we saw Monday and Tuesday, mid to upper 80s to around 90 degrees. This is for the Tri-Cities, and again, about 13 degrees above our average today. Then we'll be getting into those warmer conditions, mid-90s, as we get to tomorrow and into Saturday. But as we move into Sunday and into our next work week, we're going to return, especially next week, to right around our average for this time of year. So after quite a bit of a heat spike for about almost over a week and a half, we are looking at cooler conditions. So visibility right now, a bit of an issue. We have 2 miles of visibility, or 20% visibility for Ellensburg. It's not listed there, but it's about a mile of visibility in Toppenish, and we have less than a mile visibility for Prosser and Connell. So give yourself a little extra time. Visibility improving for the Tri-Cities back to 80%. So that should, though, burn off as we move along in our morning, especially when temperatures get a little warmer. So we have a little bit of shower activity to the south of our areas, but we're going to be staying dry today and looking very nice. More sunshine today as well, less cloud coverage. As we move along in our day, we'll see a little bit of shower activity in the afternoon to evening hours for the upper elevations of the Cascades in the Blue Mountain region. And if any of that spills into our cities, it'll be very quick for you. We could see a little bit of shower activity, though, as we get to Thursday evening. So for Yakima and Ellensburg, just like we saw last night in the Yakima Valley. So we'll keep an eye out for that. Other than that, we're looking to be dry as we head into our weekend, though. More shower activity expected for the Cascades. So do be aware of that if you're driving over the pass. So wind speeds light as we head into our morning hours, and we're going to continue to see light winds as we move along into especially Friday. Start to pick up Saturday, but for Sunday and Monday as we cool down, we'll see winds 10 to 20 mile per hour. So a little bit of wind action coming as we get to Sunday. So temperatures on par, again, with what we saw Monday and Tuesday, mid to upper 80s for Kittitas and Yakima Valley. As we move over into the mid-Columbia, mid to upper 80s, maybe a 90 or 2 in there. And over in the Blue Mountain region, sticking in those mid-80s. 7-day forecast for Yakima, 91 tomorrow, mid-90s for Friday and Saturday. And then that cool down starting Sunday. Overnight lows in the 60s till next week. In the Tri-Cities area, going to be looking at those mid-90s starting tomorrow through Saturday and cooling down. But look at these nice conditions on the way. So much more sunshine than not for the week ahead. Do prepare, though, for fog this morning. Toppenish, Connell, Prosser, and Ellensburg areas that will burn off as we start to warm up this morning, next couple of hours. A nice Wednesday's on the way.
We have new details about a girl from Illinois abducted 6 years ago. She's been found safe thanks to a remarkable set of circumstances. ABC's Andrew Dimbert has the latest.
This morning, 6 years after she was allegedly abducted by her mother in Illinois, Kayla Unbehun has been reunited with her dad, all thanks to an employee at this shopping center in Asheville, North Carolina, nearly 700 miles away, who recognized Kayla's face from a show on Netflix. Kayla was 9 years old back in 2017 when her father, Ryan Izurka, was granted full custody of her. He says Kayla's mom, Heather, later kidnapped her after a visit.
What's most unusual is the ability to stay off the grid, if you will, for that period of time. Typically, we leave a technological breadcrumb, and those are usually very easy and quick to be tracked down.
Netflix released a new season of Unsolved Mysteries last year with an episode centered on parental abductions. Remarkably, Kayla's story was not the main focus of the episode. Her picture was only part of a brief roll call of missing people at the end of the episode. The picture's digitally age progressed.
Media is so important when it comes to the recovery of missing children. Even in these long-term cases, the more we tell the story of these missing children and put their images out to the public, the more likely that they're going to be recovered.
It was a minor working at that shopping center in Asheville who spotted Kayla, recognizing her from not just the Netflix series, but also from her childhood. The connection not clear, but the store manager called police. Kayla's father saying, "I'm overjoyed that Kayla is home safe. We ask for privacy as we get to know each other again and navigate this new beginning." Andrew Dimbert, ABC News, New York.
Kayla is now 15 and is said to be in good condition. Her mom was arrested. She is due in court in July. When we return on Good Morning Northwest, yesterday kicked off a new program in Kennewick schools designed to help students get a head start in careers in education.
Welcome to the Spectrum Lab, where we're bringing you the best in connectivity with Spectrum One.
Get Spectrum One with Spectrum Internet for $49.99 a month, plus advanced Wi-Fi, plus your first line of Spectrum Mobile Unlimited, free for 12 months. Call 833-823-4999.
Spectrum Internet delivers the fastest internet speeds in the nation, so you always have the speed you need for all your connected devices. This guy gets it.
Advanced Wi-Fi comes with state-of-the-art security and privacy, which automatically blocks online threats on all your devices. If it's connected, it's protected.
Plus, Spectrum Mobile gives you unlimited talk, text, and data on a reliable nationwide network.
At Spectrum, we're always working to bring you better ways to connect.
You think they noticed the orb? I think so. Get Spectrum One with Spectrum Internet for $49.99 a month, plus advanced Wi-Fi, plus your first line of Spectrum Mobile Unlimited, free for 12 months. Call 833-823-4999. Visit Spectrum.com or Spectrum Store today.
Hi, I'm Stan. Welcome to my Stan Talk. My theory, it's called Triple Play because you can have fun on land, sea, and air. On land, bowling, XD Dark Ride, and others. At sea, all the slides and pools in Raptor Reef Indoor Water Park. In air, the ropes course, Nebula Drop Tower, and new zip ride. Or maybe the owner just liked triple cheeseburgers. Thanks, everyone!
Triple Play has fun for everyone, including the brand new zipline ride. And it's all attached to a cozy hotel.
Mildly entertaining. I will take that.
Smoke City for Less is your one-stop shop in Kennewick, Richland, Pasco, West Richland, and Hermiston. Every location is conveniently located, and now Smoke City for Less Hermiston has relocated to North 1st Street by AutoZone. An easy turnoff, $3.95, and you are there. For the lowest prices and largest selection of vape mods, the best batteries, tobacco products, kratom, and specialty products too. Open 7 days a week, 5 locations, Kennewick, Richland, Pasco, West Richland, and the new location in Hermiston, off $3.95. Smoke City for Less. We smoke the competition.
The savings continue with Bi-Mart's latest savings book. Out now and posted on Bi-Mart.com. Our 16-page book has store-wide savings in every department. Find what you need for spring home projects, inside and out, for less. Plus, find more membership savings in sporting goods, pantry essentials, and more. Save now with our latest savings book at Bi-Mart, your employee-owned membership store.
Portion of Cap KVU sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier.
Time right now is 6:24. Welcome back. It was signing day for 8 students in the Kennewick School District yesterday as they signed commitment letters for a first-of-its-kind program. The Teaching Bridge program is a partnership between Kennewick School District and WSU Tri-Cities. The program is a way for high school students who are interested in careers in education to have a pathway to college. Student Seth Keller, who goes to Kamiakin High School, says a program like this was just what he was looking for as he plans for his future.
I think the education system means like a helping hand in everybody's lives to make sure they get equal playing field with everybody, no matter what your background is, and I think it really helped with me.
Keller says he also hopes after he graduates with a special education degree to go back to work at Kamiakin, saying it's his favorite place to learn thanks to the teachers who inspired him to get into education. Today there's a chance to cheer on some student athletes. That's at the Lamb Weston RSD Field Day. It's a track and field competition for students with disabilities. Yesterday morning, Lamb Weston presented a $5,000 check to the Richland School District for Field Day. Lamb Weston is one of the sponsors for it, and they helped to get the students ready for the big event later on this morning.
We make French fries, so we're also going to have our French fry truck there. So you'll have fries as well tomorrow. So does anybody here like French fries?
Cap KVU's Riley Fitzgerald joins us live here in studio to tell us all about Field Day happening later on today. Riley, what can people expect from this event?
Jill, hundreds of Richland School District students from kindergarten to 12th grade are participating in this field day, which is taking place in just a few hours from now. There's a lot that's going to be happening at this event, a lot to see. These athletes with disabilities are taking part in more than 30 track and field sporting events, as well as non-competitive activities. Scott Pipo is one of the organizers for this event. He describes the atmosphere of the past field days that he's helped organize.
I just step back and kind of reflect after the event on it, but while I'm there, I love to close my eyes and just, you can hear it and you can feel it, and you know, just when I think of like what describes this event, it's just powerful, and it's supported by the community. It's open to the community.
The public is invited to attend the Lamb Weston RSD Field Day to cheer on these student athletes from 9 to 2 today at Franrich Stadium in Richland. Pipo says he wants the stands to be filled like it's Friday Night Lights. You don't have to pay or even donate. It's completely free to attend. He just wants people out to support this morning these students. Coming up in about half an hour on Good Morning Northwest, what it would mean for these students to have their stadium filled with supporters. Live in studio, I'm Riley Fitzgerald.
Coming up, after a series of threats to the safety of government officials, questions rise in the nation's capital about the effectiveness of their security.
Tonight, 6 all-time greats.
What is grit?
Who's Caro?
What is Mean Girls?
One incredible tournament. Who will be crowned the first ever Jeopardy Masters champion?
Bring it. Bring it.
Don't bring it.
Jeopardy Masters continues tonight on ABC.
Hi there, Jason Valentine here for the Great American Flag Swap. Bring your worn or tattered U.S. flag to Rick's Custom Fencing and Decking in Kennewick this Tuesday and swap it for a brand new Made in the USA American flag as we celebrate America together.
At Rick's Custom Fencing and Decking, we take pride in honoring the American flag. As Memorial Day approaches, we remember those who have served for our country. Our commitment to quality craftsmanship, superior service, and community support is a reflection of our love for this great nation. Join us this Memorial Day in honoring those who serve.
Hi, my name is Ubi, and I've been a customer at Yakima Federal Savings and Loan for about 40 years. We quickly just become not just a banker-bankee relationship, but a friendship relationship. The purchase of our first home, things went so well and so easy. And in that, here we are 40 years later, 3 homes later, 2 children, 2 son-in-laws, and 3 grandchildren. And Yakima Federal has been with us through this whole journey.
Hi, I'm Gino from Italstone. We just received a new container of Quartz Britannica Gold made in the USA. Visit at Italstone today to see, touch, and choose from a huge inventory in stock. At Italstone, we measure, fabricate, and install your kitchen and bath countertops in 5 to 7 days. No one can beat Italstone prices, apples to apples. Here at Italstone, we are with you every step of the way.
Where's the most mouth-watering pizza and best salad bar in town? Well, Hubby's Pizza, of course. And with the lunch special starting as low as $10.49 for a 2-topping Pee-wee pizza and a medium drink, why go anywhere else? Delicious, mouth-watering food with only the freshest ingredients. It's lunchtime and I'm going to Hubby's Pizza, a hometown favorite for nearly 45 years.
Next ET, we're with new mom Kaylee Cuoco.
I've never thought I would be a mom.
Why she's teaming up with Courtney Cox to give back.
It touches us in a very intimate way.
Next ET.
Tonight at 7 on Cap KView.
Live with Kelly and Mark today at 9 on Cap KView.
Personal security is under the microscope as several incidents leave the safety of government officials in jeopardy. And Democratic lawmakers introduce a proposal to expand the United States Supreme Court.
And folks, a nice Wednesday is on the way. We have heat looming starting tomorrow or Friday. I'll get you prepared my first alert weather forecast.
From Cap KView Local News, this is Good Morning Northwest.
Good morning and thank you for joining us. I'm Jill Sperling.
I'm Jason Valentine. Good Wednesday to you. Good Wednesday, Jill.
And to you.
Oh, thank you so much. And again, it's all downhill towards the weekend now.
Yes, it is.
And we have a very nice day today, though we're dealing with some fog in areas. Quite humid out there as well, so be prepared. Let's take a look outside at the Tri-Cities from our Columbia Point Skycam, and beautiful conditions. We had a hint of fog in the Tri-Cities, but that is burning off with the morning sun. We're going to see that continue for our areas that are being affected, which is Toppenish, Prosser, and Connell, and Ellensburg, with a little bit of fog this morning. So a little bit of shower activity to the southern part of our areas, but still, folks, we are staying dry today. If we see anything, it'll be very, very quick. We do have some showers coming into the upper elevations of the Blues and upper elevations of the Cascades, but still pretty far away from our cities. So as we look at today, we're looking at more sunshine, again, for some areas after that fog burns off. Highs very much where we were Monday and yesterday, mid to upper 80s, right around 90 degrees for the Tri-Cities, mid 80s for Walla Walla. So we did have some shower activity last night, Yakima Valley area, and again, the humidity is sticking around, causing some of that fog and a little bit of sticky situations this morning. But folks, get ready for a very nice Wednesday on the way. I'll get you ready for the warmer temperatures coming very soon. That's in my full forecast. But for right now, let's send it back to Jill.
Now to a developing story from Washington. The Secret Service investigating a breach at the home of a top White House official. It's just the latest concerning development when it comes to the security of U.S. officials and lawmakers amid a spike in reported threats. ABC's Andrew Dimbert has more.
This morning, the Secret Service is investigating how a man was able to get inside the home of Jake Sullivan, President Biden's national security advisor. A spokesperson says the man entered Sullivan's Washington home around 3 a.m. through an unlocked door, even though Sullivan has round-the-clock Secret Service protection. Sources say the man appeared intoxicated and, after being confronted by Sullivan, left within minutes, possibly not knowing where he was. Leadership at the Secret Service is reportedly furious.
The Secret Service has ordered a comprehensive investigation into what went wrong, both from a personnel standpoint and in terms of technology. I'm told changes have already been made, and depending on the results of the investigation, agents could be held accountable.
It comes amid growing concerns about security for federal officials and their families. Attacks and threats on lawmakers are up 400% in the last 6 years. On Monday, police say a man entered the office of Virginia Congressman Jerry Connolly and attacked 2 staff members with a metal bat. Prosecutors filed a hate crime charge against the suspect for this earlier incident when he was seen chasing a woman, allegedly asking if she was white before smashing her windshield.
He's obviously somebody suffering from serious mental illness.
Earlier this year, police arrested a man for assaulting Minnesota Congresswoman Angie Craig in the elevator of her D.C. apartment. And a staffer for Senator Rand Paul was stabbed leaving a D.C. restaurant in what police describe as a random attack.
Drop the hammer.
Nope.
Hey.
And the most high-profile of recent cases, a man with a hammer attacking former House Speaker Nancy Pelosi's husband in their San Francisco home. Andrew Dimbert, ABC News, New York.
And back to Jake Sullivan, national security advisors were given 24/7 protection in 2021 after the FBI uncovered a plot against former Trump advisor John Bolton. The Department of Homeland Security has directed its agencies to review and assess who has access to classified information. That's according to an internal memo obtained by CNN. The move comes on the heels of a leak of highly classified Pentagon documents discovered earlier this year. The May 15th memo doesn't cite the leaked Pentagon documents, but sources say it comes as a direct result of the leak. Homeland Security officials do not want sensitive information shared with personnel who don't need it to perform their duties. Last month, the Biden administration scrambled to deal with the fallout from the revelation that highly classified documents had been sitting publicly on the internet for weeks. Those leaked documents disclosed a blunt U.S. intelligence assessment of the war in Ukraine, as well as details revealing U.S. intelligence collection on allies. Authorities arrested and charged a 21-year-old Air National Guardsman in connection with the leak. He has not yet entered a formal plea. New legislation that would expand the U.S. Supreme Court introduced yesterday by Democratic lawmakers.
This is common sense, and it exercises the power the Constitution gives to Congress to set the number of Supreme Court justices. By expanding the court, we can restore balance to the court, repair the damage done by these extreme right-wing partisan groups that do not represent the citizens of this country, and we can protect our democracy.
If passed, the legislation would expand the court from 9 justices to 13. Adding seats to the high court remains a controversial proposal and will likely face significant opposition. A group of Democratic lawmakers called for 4 additional Supreme Court justices last summer after the Supreme Court overturned Roe v. Wade, the ruling that legalized abortion. Jason Valentine returns now with a look at your morning weather forecast.
Folks, we have more sunshine expected for your Wednesday. Pretty humid this morning, though. But we're looking at a nice Wednesday and a nice rest of our work week. I'll get you ready for that in my First Alert forecast coming right up.
Plus, a World War II vet finally gets the chance to walk across the graduation stage 80 years after he first got his degree.
Portion of Cap KVU sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier.
When it comes to supplying the farm, come to Northwest Farm Supply. Keep the flock healthy and happy with the largest selection of purina around, plus all the equipment you need to keep the farm running right. And we have the best customer service, we really do. Northwest Farm Supply in Hermiston, Prosser, and Othello.
Live better and love your home with the unique items and expert interior design you'll find only at Spencer Carlson. Our team of designers has given life to new construction and new life to remodeling projects for 30 years. For a limited time, enjoy one of the best promotional opportunities of the year at the Spencer Carlson Memorial Day Sale Event, May 18th through the 31st. Shop and save on fresh, innovative furnishings from Lexington. Spencer Carlson, unsurpassed furniture and design for life.
Time for a new roof? Let Eminent Roofing replace it with a product so good you'll never have to replace it again. Our roofs come with the limited lifetime warranty. Never replace your roof again.
With the heat and wind comes roof damage. Don't wait till it's an emergency. Call today to receive 0% financing on approved credit.
So if it's time for a new roof or siding, let Eminent Roofing replace it with our certified installers.
Because when it's all said and done, this is the sign you'll want in your yard.
At Bruce Heating and Air, your comfort is our business. With over 30 years of professional HVAC experience for residential and commercial properties, you can rest assured your heating and air system is in good hands. In addition to providing quality heating, air conditioning, ventilation, and installation services, Bruce Heating and Air also houses a full-service sheet metal fabrication shop.
Now through June 30th, receive rebates up to $2,100 off on a new Daikin Fit system when you finance through Bruce Heating and Air.
Shelter. Out here, it's the most important thing. But the good thing is, my Ford F-150 provides enough power to keep working.
Get a great deal on an F-150, only at your local Ford dealer.
Make an experience this weekend to Vapiano. Relax in the country, experience the wine, and share in the joy. Vapiano awaits you and your friends. Make it a day to remember. Vapiano Estate and Winery. Slow down, enjoy the journey.
That sound. Wolves. Boy, they sound hungry.
Load up, wolves!
Good thing this Ford Explorer has Sync 3 technology. Keeps them entertained on the way to dinner.
Get a great deal on an Explorer, only at your local Ford dealer.
It's spring, when weather can change fast. Just another reason to trust KapKView First Alert Weather.
To make sure changing weather doesn't ruin your plans, don't miss my forecast.
First Alert Weather from KapKView Local News, helping keep you and your families safe.
Next Live with Kelly and Mark. Wilmer Valderrama from NCIS. Plus Chandra Wilson.
What are you waiting for? Let's go.
From Grey's Anatomy.
Today at 9 on KapKView.
While many schools across the state hosted graduation ceremonies over the weekend, and for one Eastern Iowa man, the ceremony was especially meaningful because it was 80 years in the making. Fred Taylor is 101 years old, and he was finally able to take part in his graduation ceremony 8 decades after first getting his degree.
Goodness. He says he wasn't able to attend his ceremony the first time because he left school to serve in the Army during World War II. Taylor says today's ceremony was a full circle moment.
Well, it really ties the ribbon on. It makes me feel like now it's complete.
Oh, now it's complete. Well, he already had the degree, but
Yes.
this makes it official.
He looks fantastic for 101.
No kidding.
He doesn't look a day over 80. So anyways, it just shows you it's never too late, and we're glad he had his moment in the sun there, and just fantastic.
Absolutely.
All right, folks, let's take a look outside. I'm going to get you ready for, well, not just today, but this upcoming hot weekend we got in store. Plenty of sunshine today, though. More sunshine on the way. That's coming right up.
And athletes with disabilities are ready to take the field at Franrich Stadium today in this year's Lamb Weston Richland School District Field Day. That's next on Good Morning Northwest.
The Game Show tonight.
Life is like a game show. We all are looking for that jackpot.
What's better than that?
When you give money out on a game show, it's better than sex.
Welcome to the game show.
Tonight on ABC.
Get 2.9% APR for 36 months plus $1,500 purchase allowance on an XT5 and XT6 when you finance through Cadillac Financial.
Come shop the largest selection of RVs in the Tri-Cities at Appleway RV. Save big on Class A's, Class C's, travel trailers, toy haulers, and fifth wheels. Shop America's top brands, Rockwood, Tiffin, Newmar, Dynamax, and more, with a huge selection of pre-owned RVs. Plus, get maximum value for your trade, all with no payments for 90 days. Come shop the clearance event at Appleway RV Pasco.
When you or your loved one has been seriously injured, you want the best law firm on your side.
Abeta Nelson Injury Law is the most highly awarded and experienced personal injury firm in Central Washington. Our office has secured the most million-dollar car crash recoveries in Central Washington. You can trust us to have your back. The time for bringing your claim is limited, so don't wait. Call us today for a no-obligation consultation. Abeta Nelson, we take your injury personally.
For over 600 different premium cigars, including every cigar rated 95 and higher in the last decade. It's The Educated Cigar. For 115 different fine pipe tobaccos and 55 different briarwood pipes from England, Germany, and Italy. It's The Educated Cigar. For 95 and higher rated wines and White Bluff IPAs, it's The Educated Cigar in Richland.
Not the same old party when you reserve the action at Power Up Arcade. Signature cocktails and 18 taps of cold beer. And food from Proof Gastropub right next door. Bring your quarters and prepare for battle. Make your escape to the Power Up Arcade.
Your roof protects your home and family every day. Shouldn't it be the best roof possible? With Air Roofing, a family-owned business in Prosser, you'll see why our customer reviews speak for themselves. No job too small, big enough to take care of your roofing needs. Air Roofing, a company built on quality and reputation.
Save now with Bi-Mart's latest savings book, out now and posted on Bi-Mart.com. It's 16 pages of great store-wide savings, including everything you need for your patio, pets, and more. At Bi-Mart, our members get more value every day.
A portion of the news is sponsored by Kubota.
Now, Cap KVU First Alert weather with Jason Valentine.
Wednesday morning, everyone. Hope you're enjoying it so far. No, we're not having trouble with our Skycam. This is our Skycam just outside of the Legends Casino in Toppenish. We still have some thick fog going on, at least in areas of Toppenish. So, folks, we have quite a bit of humidity to talk about this morning. So, fog popping up in areas, though this sunshine, though, is going to burn it off as we start to warm up in the next couple of hours this morning. We are looking much drier today, and we're going to be heating up tomorrow. And if not tomorrow for your city, we're going to be heating up quite a bit by Friday into Saturday. But then that cool down we've been talking about is coming starting on Sunday. So current conditions mostly in the 50s, mid to upper 50s for most of our areas. 61 in Walla Walla, 50 for Ellensburg, our outliers, and we're going to be seeing very nice conditions today, pretty much on par with what we've seen for Monday and Tuesday. Mid to upper 80s for most of our areas, for the Tri-Cities right around 90 degrees, and then we're going to get well above our average for this time of year as we get into tomorrow and into our weekend. But as we get to Sunday, we're going to see that cool down start, and we're going to be seeing right around average temperatures for Monday and Tuesday. So if you are tired of this heat, you are going to be getting a break very soon. So visibility right now, we're down to a mile of visibility in Ellensburg. Our usual number is 10 miles. That is normal visibility. So we're being hampered by quite a bit in Ellensburg. Toppenish about a mile as well. Connell at a mile, Prosser at less than a mile of visibility. So folks, if you run into some fog, you might, very humid this morning, give yourself a little extra time. So Skywatch radar, just a little bit of shower activity to the south of our areas. Other than that, looking lovely this morning, besides that fog. And as we move into our next couple of days, we're going to be looking at nice conditions, just a little bit of cloud coverage for our day today. We do have some shower activity, upper elevations of the Blues and the Cascades. If any of those storm systems bleed into our areas, it will be very quick. Next chance of shower activity will be Ellensburg and Yakima as we get to tomorrow late afternoon, early evening, just like we saw last night. Should be very quick though, looking very nice for our Fridays, even though we're going to still see some shower activity for the Cascades. So if you're traveling over the Snoqualmie Pass area in the evening hours on Friday, expect some showers. So wind speeds very light today, and they're going to remain light as we move into our next couple of days. Slowly picking up Saturday, but as we get to Sunday and Monday, as we see those cooler temperatures come in, we'll see wind speeds 10 to 20 mile per hour. So a little bit of breezy conditions for your Sunday. Highs today, mid to upper 80s for the Kittitas and the Yakima Valley region. As we move into the mid-Columbia, mid to upper 80s as well. A couple of 90-degree temperatures there. And in the Blue Mountain region, we're right in those mid-80s. So similar conditions, at least temperature-wise, But again, we do have some humidity this morning, so a little bit of sticky situations out there for you. So as we move along in our weekend, we are going to be seeing mid-90s for Yakima, and then that cool down starts, but plenty of sunshine on the way. More sunshine than not. Overnight lows get cooler Sunday, late night into Monday. In the Tri-Cities area, mid-90s starting Thursday through Saturday, and then that cool down also begins. So folks, a very nice Wednesday is on the way. More sunshine than we've seen this week. Similar temperatures. Keep an eye out for fog, especially Toppenish, Connell, Prosser areas. But do get ready for a nice Wednesday ahead.
Well, if you are looking to get out in the heat today, there is a chance to cheer on student athletes with disabilities. This is happening in Richland at Fran Risch Stadium. Cap KVU's Riley Fitzgerald joins us live here in studio to tell us all about Field Day happening later on today. Riley, organizers want a lot of people there. What would it mean for these students if everyone came out to support?
Jill, from what I've heard, it would mean a lot for these students to have a giant crowd out this morning. Hundreds of Richland School District students from kindergarten to 12th grade are participating in this year's Lamb Weston RSD Field Day, which is taking place in just a few hours now. These athletes with disabilities are taking part in more than 30 track and field sporting events, as well as non-competitive activities. Scott Pipo is one of the organizers for Field Day. He says they want the stadium to be absolutely filled with people like it's Friday Night Lights at Fran Risch.
The big overarching vision is to get that level of support, and I'm not certain, but I've done some research and I've had a hard time finding a bigger community-sponsored, event nationwide that is for this population of students, and we're doing it because it's the right thing to do, because they deserve it, and 100% backed by the community businesses and community partners.
The public is invited to attend the Richland School District's Field Day to cheer on these student athletes from 9 to 2 today at Fran Risch Stadium in Richland. Tonight on Cap KVU Local News, I'll bring you some highlights from this morning's event. Live in studio, I'm Riley Fitzgerald.
Thank you, Riley. We'll be right back with the morning sprint and a final check on your forecast. But first, a look at what's ahead on Good Morning America.
In this morning's GMA First Look, an ABC News exclusive.
What are you hoping happens by sharing your story?
That brings up Easton Oliverson with a...
It's been 9 months since 12-year-old baseball player Easton Oliverson went from living out his dream playing in the Little League World Series in Williamsport, Pennsylvania, to experiencing the unthinkable, falling out of his bunk bed in the league dormitory while sleeping. In the blink of an eye, the gifted athlete from Utah suffering an epidural hematoma, a fractured skull, and a long road ahead.
They basically told you they did the surgery and they didn't expect he would survive.
There was so much pressure on his brain. They said a max 15 to 20 minutes. It would have been pointless to even have a surgery.
And coming up at 7 a.m., we'll hear how Easton's doing and his parents' new mission to keep all kids safe. With your GMA First Look, I'm Eva Pilgrim, ABC News, New York.
There it is. That feeling you get when you can do more with less asthma. It starts with Dupixent. Dupixent is not for sudden breathing problems. It's an add-on treatment for specific types of moderate to severe asthma and can help improve lung function for better breathing in as little as 2 weeks. Dupixent helps prevent asthma attacks and can even reduce or eliminate oral steroids. Can you picture it? Dupixent can cause allergic reactions that can be severe. Get help right away if you have rash, chest pain, worsening shortness of breath, tingling, or numbness in your limbs. Tell your doctor about new or worsening joint aches and pain or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop asthma medicines, including steroids, without talking to your doctor. Who knows what you can do when you do more with less asthma? Ask your asthma specialist about Dupixent.
Now, the morning sprint.
Time right now is 6:52. We're going to get to Jason's local forecast in a moment, but first a look at this morning's top stories. Many fire crews responded to a fire at Oxark Inc. yesterday, a welding supply store in Pasco, after a fire broke out in an acetylene room. Gases held in the business created a hazard for crews. Pasco Fire was working with the company to shut off any gas so that crews could safely get inside and put out the fire. This was different from a typical fire due to the nature of the gas, which causes a different type of fire and smoke activity and releases. We continue to track more than 100 wildfires burning in Western Canada right now. Reuters reports around 24 are still burning out of control just in Alberta, and weather conditions this week could make the situation worse. Tens of thousands of people have had to leave their homes, and hundreds of firefighters from here in the United States are helping to try and get those fires under control. State lawmakers began a special session of the legislature yesterday on a state drug possession policy. Lawmakers weren't able to agree during the regular session, so Governor Inslee called them back to the Capitol to continue the work. The legislature approved a bill that makes it a gross misdemeanor to use drugs in public or possess small amounts of drugs. Governor Inslee signed the bill within hours of the final vote. Governor Inslee also signed a series of budget bills, a $59 billion two-year state operating budget designed to provide relief and recovery from the widespread effects of the pandemic. He also signed an $11.8 billion transportation budget and a $6.3 billion state construction budget. The state construction budget includes money for education and behavioral health. The transportation budget will add jobs in highway construction. Work in Oregon's state Senate is still on hold. Republican senators once again refused to attend yesterday's floor session. Oregon Senate committees can keep working, but without 2/3 of the lawmakers present, proposals ultimately can't advance. Republican senators said nearly 2 weeks ago they walked out to protest bills that were written with complicated language. But they're now demanding that proposals on abortion and gender-affirming care be taken off the table. Yakima Police Department started off National Police Week by remembering 245 fallen officers from 2022 in a ceremony at Sarge Hubbard Park. 4 of the officers who died were working at police departments or sheriff's offices in Washington state. They also honored another 4 retired YPD officers who died last year. Yakima Police Chief Matt Murray says the annual ceremony is a chance to honor the sacrifice made by those officers and by the families they had to leave behind. Today, there's a chance to cheer on some student athletes. That's at the Lamb Weston RSD Field Day. It's a track and field event for students with disabilities. Yesterday morning, Lamb Weston presented a $5,000 check to the Richland School District for this event. Lamb Weston is one of the sponsors for the event, and they helped get the students ready for the big event later on this morning. And hundreds of Richland School District students from kindergarten to 12th grade are participating, which is taking place in just a few hours. These athletes with disabilities are taking part in more than 30 track and field sporting events, as well as non-competitive activities. The public is invited to attend the Richland School District's Field Day to cheer on these student athletes from 9 to 2 today at Franrish Stadium in Richland. There's a new brewery open in Selah called Outskirts Brewing Company that's hoping to bring something special to the community. The owners say they wanted to create a gathering place open to families and people of all ages, complete with a full restaurant offering burgers, steaks, and other American fare. They've also got an outdoor patio with a lawn, a bar, a tap room, and the brewery itself. They say it's designed to be first class for the working class.
All right, folks, welcome to Wednesday. We've made it to midweek, and we still have a little bit of haze going on Tri-Cities area, and we even have some fog going on in many of our areas as well, specifically Toppenish, Connell, and Prosser. So keep an eye out for that. We're a little cooler this morning. We're in the mid to upper 50s for most of our areas, 62 for Walla Walla. Our hot spot, our cool spot is Ellensburg. We do expect to see similar temperatures to what we saw pretty much for Monday and Tuesday, mid to upper 80s to around 90 degrees. This is for the Tri-Cities. Then we'll see that ascent into those very warm temperatures for Friday and Saturday, but cooling down as we head into Sunday, and especially as we start our next work week. We're going to be right around our average for all of our cities, so mid to upper 70s expected then. So if you're not a fan of this heat, you do have relief on the way. So visibility right now this is in the form of miles. We have less than a mile of visibility in Ellensburg. Perfect visibility is 10 miles. Just to give you an example, we're under a mile for Toppenish as well, under a mile for Prosser, and right around a mile for Connell. So if you run into fog, it will be burning off as we move along in our morning as it starts to warm up in the next couple of hours. But still some prevalent fog out there. folks, we are free and clear from precipitation for this morning. It's going to remain that way for our day. We did see some precipitation last night in the Yakima Valley area, and definitely very humid this morning. That's due in part to that fog going on, or actually it's the cause of the fog going on. Light winds right now. We do expect light winds till we get to Sunday. We'll see around 10 to 20 mile-per-hour winds then. So mid to upper 80s for the Kittitas and Yakima Valley areas today. Again, pretty much what we've seen for this week. We're in the mid to upper 80s to 90 for the Mid-Columbia and mid 80s for the Blue Mountain region. Nice Wednesday ahead. Jill.
KapKV Local News is back tonight at 5.